Are we on time? Are we late? What's good, everybody? It's just your neighborhood angler, MoneyBass. We are out here for a good time, not a long time. We have 1 hour on the shot clock, and we're gonna have to make it quick. All right, let's see. Wind is kind of picking up a little bit. What do we need, guys? We need 2 fish. We're gonna see if anybody wants any bass for this cash. Any cash for these bass. Now, I get out here on a weekly basis, see how many fish I can get to the boat. Generally, I'm out here for like 2 to 3 hours, but today, guys, I got something I need to do, so I have to get gone. I have to get out here, get these fish to the boat, and get gone pretty quick. Man, where should I start? Where should I start? Yeah, don't have much time, but make sure you hit the subscribe button if you haven't already done so. Also, hit the like button, guys. The likes make the fish bite. Want to give a big shout out to James, Larry, Dottie. I see you guys getting busy in the chat already. Make sure you've already hit the like button. Let's go ahead and pull off, get out of here and see what we can find, all right? Do I want to make a long run or a short run today? What am I going to do? Like I said, we don't have much time, so I don't want to spend a lot of time running around today. All right, I know we'll go. What's going on, Brian? Brian says he's out here leaving Lake Jackson. Did you catch anything is the question, though. You've been out there on Jackson a lot. Did you catch anything out there on Lake Jackson? All right, guys, if you can see, it's a little bumpy out here today. So I'm gonna check and see if that'll help this bite or not. So we're gonna start off with a jerk bait. Let's get my mapping set up. Make sure we got everything on. Kind of figured something wasn't on. All right. So yeah, maybe this choppiness, maybe that'll help us a little bit with this jerk bait bite. We'll see. All right, who do we have checking in? We got the Mass Bass. Ted in the chat. He says, are we going to see more than one fish today? I don't think it matters. Because from what I heard, you guys don't want this money anyway. That's what I heard. Tom Mix says, wind is gusting 35 to 40, 20 mile per hour wind steady. Oh, so that's what the problem is. That's why the boat's getting blown around like this. It is a little windy out here. Brian said, yes, sir, he got his 5. Perez says, I'm gonna 0. I know that's not right. That is messed up. But you know what? I'm gonna have to teach Perez Elite Fishing a lesson this weekend, guys. We got the Battle of the Anglers coming up on Saturday. So make sure you guys go to FishXLive.com. I think it's already up. Go to FishXLive.com, download that app for free, and you will see the link for the Battle of the Anglers coming up. Man, I may not be able to stay out here. The wind is fighting back a little more than what I had planned on. We got My Fishing Hut tuning in. Tom Mick says the high is 37 today. So out here, I mean, it's not that cold out here, but if you take a look, yeah, I didn't realize the wind was as bad as it is. I mean, we have some miniature whitecaps going on out here. So I'm gonna change my game. I'm gonna change my game plan, guys. My original game plan is not gonna work. I'm just gonna go into hiding mode today. But I'm gonna see if we can just catch something off of this point real quick, and then we're gonna take off. We're gonna hide from this wind. How's the sound, guys? Are you able to hear the wind coming through? Does the wind sound kind of rough? The wind noise is a little too much for you, and I'll go ahead and take off. Bojan says, hit some creeks, man. Get away from that wind. Oh, man, you know what? I keep forgetting. Hit me up again. Did you send me an email or something like that? I keep forgetting that I got to do some emails today. If you're available, I can stop by and pick up that stuff that you were telling me about, and I can come out here and test it out. Well, I guess you said I don't need to test it. You said you already know that it works. Yeah, the wind is definitely, and it's actually pushing me into the rocks. I did not realize that. That is not good. Let me get out of here. Yeah, that is definitely not good, guys. Yeah, the current and everything is pushing me a lot more. Tom says, oh yeah, it's crackling and howling. All right, guys. Oh yeah, you are right. I need to get out of this wind. All right. Yeah, because it's bouncing me all over the place, guys. The masked bass, Tid says you need a protected area. Well, first, before I can even make it to a protected area, I need to get off of these rocks. Because this wind just pushed me all the way back into these rocks. He said, yeah, it was bad on Jackson. Man, look, I was rushing, guys. I didn't even pay attention when I was coming across the lake just now. All right, I think we're in deep enough water. Let me get out of here before it pushes me back into the rocks again. Strap this rod down and let's get out of here. Oh my goodness. All right, we gotta move fast, guys. Situations can change for the worse pretty quickly out here, and I do not want to get caught. Texas News says, I see you are in a wind gust. Oh yeah, guys. All right, let's see where I can go and hide. Man, all right, let's go. It's rough out here. Let me just show you guys what it looks like. Yeah, and if I hit these waves wrong, it'll blow water right over the windshield and it'll soak me, so I don't want that to happen. Southeast. I don't care where the winds are from. The winds were high. I want to get away from that. But we'll see, guys. All right. Let's see if this cove will hide me good enough. I'm not sure. really sure yet. Let's see. We're going to find out, though. All right, what are you guys talking about? Texan said it looks cold, too. It's chilly out here. Arrow said it's good for sailboat fishing. Boyan says, I had a club tourney last Saturday. Rock points in 6 mile, 4 mile, and 2 mile were holding good sized fish. All right. Well, check it out. But not today. It's a little too windy to make it out there today. I'm down on the south side. Boyan says, I texted you, but you have my phone number. Okay, that's what it was. It was a text. All right, so I'll check that out. I'll reach out to you and see what we can meet up. Aaron says, yeah, big open water and big wind, not fun. That's right. That stuff was pushing me into the rocks. I didn't even realize it. All right, you guys said the wind is speaking. All right, there we go. We're out of the wind now. Oh man, I forgot I ran out of baits yesterday, and I didn't set up my baits. But hey, we're out here now, so we got to make it happen. And I know what Phil and Frisco were thinking. And I don't want to hear it. Don't say it. Don't say it in the chat. All right, let's put a little stank on it. And I think we might still try a jerkbait on them. Maybe, just maybe. We'll see. But yeah, actually, Boyan, I saw what you said. And my plan was to run out towards that way today, but I was a little late. Thanks to the MoneyBass Tid. It's his fault I was late, guys. I would have been on time, but it's his fault. Phil said, not prepared again. What do you think? I'll be ready. I'll remember this time. Somebody's leave me a comment on one of my videos and just tell me to check my baits or something like that, so that way I can remember. I need some assistance. All right, let's see what we got, guys. I think we'll be able to pop one in the mouthpiece before we head in today. Charlie Adams says, a day like today on the water, a jerkbait, spinnerbait, and crankbaits can't beat a rock crawler in a mud bug color. Oh yeah, that's what I was wanting to do the other day. I wouldn't mind doing that today, but the wind was kind of stopping me from going to where I wanted to go, so we'll see. Shout out to Dalton. He says, what lake are you on? Uh-oh, Patricia said, check that drag. Let's see. Oh, yeah, nice and smooth. Appreciate everybody for tuning in today. So remember, this weekend, the Battle of the Anglers will be in full effect. You will be able to watch live. I think we'll have either 5 or 6 guys. We're keeping it light this time because this was just a last minute type thing. Perez Elite Fishing, got the yapping, talking about how he's stomping everybody out these days. So some people was like, okay, well, challenge. All right, do we have any new people in the chat? Is there anybody new in the chat? First time checking in? If so, type the word new in the chat. And on days like this is another reason why I like throwing my shaky head on a spinning rod, because I can at least get my cast out there farther without worrying about a backlash. Dalton says, try a Texas rig too. Nobody throws them anymore. One of my all-time favorites. All right. Boyan says, where you guys going for the battle? We'll be at Lake Lanier. The MoneyBass Tid says, who is on the roster for the Battle of the Anglers? All right. Can somebody go to FishXLive.com. Go to FishXLive.com, download the app, click on the tournaments tab on FishXLive, and you'll see everybody that is lined up to be competing this weekend on Saturday. And if you could, come back and put the names of those anglers that you see. Put it in the chat. Let's see who can find it first. Who will be the first to find it? Errol said, Money, go a little bit more to the left. Oh, you want me to go a little bit more to the left this way? I could just stay where I'm at and cast over that way, right? Or do you think I actually need to, all right, I see something. Goodness gracious, that wind though. The wind is not my friend. Let me back on up a little bit more. All right, I think that'll do. All right, let's see. Who is that? Delta Bass says, if you see something, say something. Patricia is ordering a spotopotamus. She says, hello, I'd like to place an order, please. Can I get one spotopotamus with a side of bendation? Well, guess what, Patricia? You sure can. Let me go ahead and place that order for you. Uh-oh, who is this? We got C. Young checking in. Slid on in and hit us with the 99 super chat. Hit us with the 99-cent super chat. If you see it, you gotta say it. And let's celebrate their first super chat of the live stream. Appreciate you for tuning in. And we always got to give credit where credit is due. Texas Snoop said, oh, I see you, CY. Shout out to C. Young in the chat. Everybody put C in the chat. How about that? Just put C in the chat. C came on in and was like, hey, I kind of like what I see. Said, I got 99 on it. I got 99 on that first fish. All right, well, let's go ahead and get a fish to the boat for C and go ahead and complete Patricia's order. All right, I see you. You guys putting some respect on that name in the chat. Really appreciate that. Like I said, guys, we're out here for a short time, not a long time today. It's definitely going to be a short time. And because of the winds, I'm not going to do too much running around today. So I have to find some place where I can hide from the wind and then make it work. Whether it wants to work or not, I still got to make it work. C. Young says, I'm the son of Country Boy Fishing. You know my dad. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Guess what, guys? Country Boy Fishing is going to be out here, too. Looks like he guys are somebody representing in the chat. Shout out to C. Young. Good to see you in the chat, sir. Oh, my goodness. Hold on a second. Wait a minute. Oh. Hey, I had to chin check it. I felt the tap and I had to peel it back. Dottie said, oh, shoot, 9 months under my belt. Look at Dottie. Oh, yeah, look at her. Spectacular member of the Money Team. Man, I thought I felt the tap, guys. I had to peel it back. I couldn't wait. If you hesitate, you might be too late. And you can't let that happen. All right, let's do it again. Shout out to Whipstick. He says, what's good, Money? Do you think they want this money? I think not. He said, I think not. Once again, big shout out to Dottie. Longtime member of the Money Team. Oh, Texas Snoop. Why'd you hit me with the FBS? Uh-oh, look at Perez Elite Fishing. He said, I'm going to one-up C and come on in with the $1 super chat with super sticker. Shout out to Perez Elite Fishing. Uh-oh, Perez Elite Fishing's like, hey, I'm going to be out here defending my title. She said there are no anglers listed on FishXLive. That can't be true. It should be right there on the thumbnail. Look, now AC has me going to take a look myself. Am I not seeing what I thought I saw? Let me see if I'm seeing what I thought I saw. Or is AC right? So we're opening up FishXLive and we're gonna go to the tournaments tab. Bam. There it goes right there, AC. Look at that. You can see the anglers, and then when you click on it, look at that. There they go. They're the anglers. But I need y'all, I need somebody in the chat to pull up FishXLive and let everybody know the anglers that are going to be participating. Oh man, come on. Don't make it hard for me today. We got to take it easy. Why can't it just be easy? Why don't the fish know I'm out here? They see me casting. Why don't they just go ahead and bite the bait and make it easy? Need some better participation. I have a question for you guys in the chat. If you want me to ask a question, put question in the chat. Once I see 3 people that put question in the chat, then I'll ask the question. I just need to make sure that y'all are paying attention before I explain the situation. And then somebody says, I missed it. So I need to make sure that you guys are paying attention first. Type question in the chat if you're ready for me to ask my next question. Man, did y'all fall asleep? Or am I sleeping? Oh, I guess I was sleeping. Hold on, let's see. Let's see what y'all are talking about. Frisco said the pictures have name. AC said there's nothing there. AC, what do you mean? You can't see it? Oh man, I thought I was about to knock a mouthpiece off just then. AC says, didn't he? Uh-oh, wait a minute. Oh, and we got him. We got him. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. And it feels sensational. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my God, guys. The bendation is egregious. I think this is maximum bendation right here. This fish is not coming up. It hit that bait hard. Do you see this right here? This right here is what we call serious bendation. I need to send you guys the chart. Because bendation has levels. Either this fish is extra mad, or I think it's extra mad, guys. Look at that. Do you see the way this thing bends? Looks like a bow and arrow. An old school bow and arrow. There he goes. This fish has some speed on it too. Let's see, I think we can flip this one. Oh, and we flipped him. We flipped him. Pie-yow. Right in that mouthpiece. Do you see what I see right here? Right here is what we call one of those Lake Lanier spotted basses. Is it basses or basses? Because we're out here to catch a bass. A basses. Oh my goodness. Shout out to Perez Elite Fishing. There you go. That's what $1 gets you right there. Shout out to C. Shout out to C. That's what $1 gets you right there. 99 cents. So that's $1.99 fish right there. Now, for anybody who doesn't know how we do this thing called Bass for Cash, I catch the fishes, and all you have to do is subscribe to the channel and guess the weight. All right, so we're gonna put this one in the live well. Just let him relax and calm down. Now that's this fish right here, and let me just show you guys. I mean, it got some nice size to it. It's a decent one. It'll be good for Saturday. It'll be good for Saturday. This fish is sitting at about 17 and a half. You see that? 17 and a half right there. Look at it. Do you see the eyes? Do you see it looking at you? It's like, hey, MoneyBass. Hey, partner, I was just down there chilling. Thought I was going to eat me some lunch, and you popped me right in the mouthpiece. All right, so there we go. We got one in the boat. But Whipstick, do you think they're gonna want this money today? What do you think? Because Whipstick said y'all don't want the money anyway. Shout out to the Mass Bass, Ted. He says, are you gonna catch one fish today? Are you gonna catch one fish today? Hey, sir. I know you see it. AC says, I didn't even look at the picture. I was looking at the leaderboard. Let me see. Frisco says, luck doesn't come often and yours has run out. What do you think about that, Frisco? All right, you guys said ask your question. Okay, Texas Noob says, we are paying attention because I saw the FBS. Whipstick says, Perez, he is an official sponsor of the show by 1 cent. That is correct. Delta Bass said, oh, is that some bendation? The bendation was sensational. Oh, my God. Hold on just a second. Who was that to say? Tony 450, he said, calm down, Kimosabi. All right, guys, you saw what I did. I had to bust him right in the mouthpiece, guys. But I know you see it. If you see something, I need you to say something. If you see something, I need you to say something. Whipstick says, throw it back. They don't want this money. Whipstick said, just throw it back. If you see something, I need you to say something. Let's see who sees something. Shout out to AC. Shout out to Texas Noob. 450 says, I see it. Texas Noob says, he said, there the fish goes talking again. Oh, yeah, that fish has something to say. Whipstick says, oh, my God. Big shout out to Delta Bass. That is right. Shout out to Delta Bass, everybody. Delta Bass came right on in. He was like, let me add a 0 to that 1 and make it a 10. Shout out to Delta Bass, guys. Everybody put Delta Bass in the chat. I always got to put credit where credit is due. Let's put a little stank on it and get back out there again. Let's see if we can get another one. Let's see if we can get another one, guys. I knew I felt the tappy tap. Y'all called it false bite sensation, but guess what? The sensation was not false because the bendation was real. The bendation was real. And I think there might be a nutting. It's like, hey, MoneyBass, I want to take a bite too. Can I get a bite of that? Oh, you sure can. And that wind is picking up too, guys. All right, Arrow says, okay, Money, and all just popped in. Gotta go. Cheers. All right. Frisco says Delta Bass. Delta Bass. Patricia says 3 days in a row. Payal right in that mouthpiece. Patricia knows the deal. That wasn't a spotopotamus. That was a what is it when it's a little bit smaller than a spotopotamus? We need another word, Patricia. Texas Noob says, Money, just want to know that I picked up some of that old stank. What you doing getting some of that stank, man? What you know about that stank? Texas Noob said, hey, I wanted to put some stank on it. Oh, goodness. All right, look, guys, we had some people drop out. We might need to go ahead and weigh the fish now. For the people that stayed in the chat, give them a reward and let them go ahead and do the guessing now. But again, big shout out to Delta Bass. Texas Noob says, Money, just want to know that I picked up some of that stank. Boyan says, you need to catch a Spotzilla. Uh-oh, not a spotopotamus. Which one is bigger? In the chat, what is bigger, a Spotzilla or a spotopotamus? Which one is bigger, a Spotzilla or spotopotamus? Let's see, we're taking a quick poll. Which is bigger, a Spotzilla or a spotopotamus? Patricia said, it's a Scrappy-Doo spot. So I caught a Scrappy-Doo. All right, let's see if we can get another Scrappy-Doo to the boat. Bass for cash, all they need to be is about 14 inches, guys. And somebody can walk away with this cash. But Whipstick, let him tell it. He'll say, you guys don't want this cash anyway. All right, so Lee, everybody's saying a Spotzilla is bigger than a spotopotamus. Okay. All right. There we go. It looks like it's unanimous. So we're looking for a spotopotamus, and then we'll get a Spotzilla. Uh-oh, guys. I told you we were out here for a good time, not a long time. Did you hear the alarm going off? We're on a 10-minute countdown. All right, AC, put 10 minutes on the shot clock for me. Oh, man, and I would get... There we go. We got back loose. We got 10 minutes on the shot clock. We got smelly hand in the chat. We got smelly hand. What you been doing with those hands? Tom Mick said a zillipotamus. Frisco said, you actually set an alarm this time? Well, actually, that alarm was for something else. It just happened to go off now. But we have about 10 minutes left on the shot clock, guys. And then we're gonna weigh that fish. So for anybody that is new to the channel, type the word new in the chat. And that way I can make sure you know about the rules of engagement. You wanna make sure that you read the rules for Bass for Cash in the chat so that you do not get DQ'd. Because AC, the DQ queen, she is on a roll. She has DQ'd somebody on every day this week, right? I think she's DQ'd somebody, and then one day she DQ'd 5 people. She DQ'd 5 people at one time. I mean, 5 people on one live stream. All right, so remember, I don't see anybody that's putting new in the chat, so it looks like we have all returning people right now. And what I need you to do, let's see, let's get another good cast in there. Who was that that said move a little bit left to the point? DQ Queen is on the scene. Shout out to Delta Bass. Jeff Collins. All right, so we got Jeff Collins is new. Do we have anybody else in the chat that's new? If AC is still awake, can you drop a few of the rules of engagement in the chat? We'll see. We're gonna see if we can save Jeff from getting DQ'd. But sometimes there's no saving anybody. They're gonna get DQ'd anyway because they're like, hey, I'm not gonna follow the rules. I'm gonna try to slide in an extra guess anyway. But the biggest thing to remember, guys, you have to subscribe to the channel because we are about to go into subscriber only mode. So you have to be a subscriber in order to participate. Thing number 2 is you have to guess the exact weight of the fish, but you only get one guess and one guess only. Only put one guess into the chat, and that's it. Do not spam the chat or you will be DQ'd. All right, so this was the question I was gonna ask you guys. Well, actually, I need you to drop a 1 in the chat real quick. I wanna make sure you guys can hear me okay. Drop a 1 in the chat and make sure you're reading those rules of engagement that AC is dropping in there for you too. She's trying to help you not get DQ'd. All right, there we go. All right, so what do you guys think about tournament fishing these days with the amount of cheating videos and stuff like that that have been coming out? I was watching a channel, I believe it was yesterday, and I saw a video where there was someone that was in a tournament that saw somebody bank fishing, and that person fishing from the bank caught a fish. And the person that was in the tournament took that fish and used it to win the tournament. That's egregious. Has anybody else heard about that situation? Did anybody else hear about that, or is it just me? And I think it was a kayak tournament. And that kayak fisherman actually took a fish from somebody that was bank fishing and used it to win a tournament. Texas Nuke says, yeah, I heard it. It was a kayaker. It was somebody on a yak. Man, this wind is kind of brutal today, guys. But we did what we came out here to do. But now I need to see if you guys are going to do what you need to do. Boyan says, yep, it was a kayak tournament. But what do you guys think about that? What % of tournaments would you say that somebody cheats in? What % of tournaments would you say has a situation where there's somebody that's probably cheating? What percentage would you say? Delta Bass says, I'm sticking with my small tournaments with low entry fees because if I drop big money and find out people cheat, I'm tossing it up like a Titanic. Oh my goodness. He said you're going to flip out. Whipstick said, if it's not a live tournament, I prefer not to fish it. You know what? I'm kind of starting to feel like Whipstick. So that's why you guys see me pretty much fishing the battle of the anglers. And that's it. I'm sticking to the lives, guys. But what percentage, if you had to put a percent on it, what percent of tournaments would you say that there's somebody cheating in it? I know this is just a random number, but I'm just curious to see what you guys think. I'm waiting to see percentages. The Mass Bass Tid said, man, this wind is crazy. It sure is. 450 says, I gotta cheat. He said, if I gotta cheat, it's time to quit. And Boyan says, apparently kayak tourneys are easier to cheat in because they are all digital. Oh my goodness. 450 says he's guessing about 40%. Anybody else? Come on, I want to hear some more numbers. What do you guys think? Texas Noob says it's a high percent, 75, because those small ones, nothing happens to them. Whipstick said 49.99%. Man, all these numbers are high. Anybody else have a guess they want to put in here? What percentage of tournaments would you say somebody is cheating in? Because we've been seeing a lot of tournaments where people are just cheating, just doing all kinds of crazy stuff. This last one, somebody just actually just went and took a fish. Jeff Collins says 30%. So the lower, okay, let me see. Dottie says 50%. Boyan says boat tourneys, 10% tops. Okay, so the lowest number I saw was 10. Greg Bradley said, that's called a MoneyBass for real. All right, guys. It looks like the shot clock is now up. So we're going to do well, I guess this won't be the last cast. But AC, are you ready? We're going to go ahead and weigh this fish because I told you we're going to be out here for a good time, not a long time. And we are now going into subscriber only mode. Also, AC, if you could do me a quick favor, if you could drop the link to the Rod Benders Bass Club YouTube channel. We need 15 more subscribers. I want to see if we can get about 3 more subscribers today. AC says she's ready. All right, AC, could you drop the link for the Rod Benders YouTube channel so people can see that link? The wind died down a little bit, guys. Phil said, depending on the tournament size and the money that's involved, when I used to fish the White Marlin tournament in Ocean City, Maryland, that was big money. That was millions, and I took one. What? You won a Marlin tournament? Greg said, kayak tournaments aren't real fishing to me. All right, there we go, guys. You see the link for the Rod Benders Bass Club channel. And can somebody go to that link and tell me how many subs that you see on that channel? Blaster says 60%. Oh my goodness. Now we're gonna have to continue this topic. Make sure you guys tune in on Friday at 8 p.m. It may be 7 or 8 p.m., but you guys will see the notification. We're going to have a Meet the Anglers, and that's going to be one of the topics that we discuss. Boyan says, can't open the link. All right, we're sitting at 35 subs. All right, can somebody check and see if they can open that link? I'm going to give you guys a minute to do that. So we're sitting at 35 subs. I want to see if we can get up to 40 subs. If we can have 5 people go and take a look at that real quick. And once we do that, then I'm going to weigh this fish, guys. But I just want to give you guys a second to be able to go click on that link. AC, if you could drop that link again, because they're saying that they can't, somebody said they can't get to it. Yeah, I'm throwing a heavier, all right, there we go. Phil says, no, couldn't finish the text too long. Took second place. Oh, okay. Took second place, okay. I mean, the first place was $1 million. What was second place? All right, if somebody, anybody, can somebody double check and see how many subs we have real quick on that Rod Bender's Bass Club channel? I'm trying to help them out, guys. I am a member of the Rod Bender's Bass Club. If you are interested in tournament fishing, you want to get into it yourself, fish with a nice group of guys at the club level, make sure you go to www.rodbendersbassclub.com. That way you don't have to worry about all that foolishness and craziness that's going on out there. All right. Somebody go and check and just let me know how many subs are in there. And once I get another update, then we're going to go ahead and weigh this fish. Greg said the wind is bad. The sound is in and out. All right, it calmed down a little bit now. Is that a little better? Shout out to Boyan. He said we're sitting at 37. Texas Noob said 37. All right, really appreciate that, guys. Hopefully we can get about 3 more. But we're going to go ahead and weigh this fish after I get this cast in. AC, are you ready? Delta Bass, it says it's showing 33. It may take a minute to update. All right, let's go ahead and weigh this fish, guys. All right, is Whipstick in the chat? Whipstick, are you in the chat? Because I have a question. Is Whipstick in the chat? All right, we're going to get the scale ready, guys. All right, we got the scale ready. We have the measuring boards. I'll put it back on the measuring board again so you guys can see the length and the width, the girthification on this fish. Let's go ahead and let some of this water out. We don't keep them in the live well long, guys. It's catch, weigh, release. Whipstick, what is your prediction? Do you think they want this money? All right, let's see. Where is it at? I forgot what Patricia called this, a spotty do or something like that. All right, here we go. AC, we are now in subscriber only mode. When you are ready, Whipstick said, y'all don't want this money. You can go ahead and officially open the scales. Once she opened the scales, you guys will have 2 minutes. 2 minutes, and we'll put it back on the... Oh, shoot. This fish is like, hey, bud, I don't want you to weigh me. The scales are officially open. And this fish is sitting right at a nice and easy 17.5 inches, guys. Do you see that? It's 17.5. All right, let's see. It has a little bit of girthification on it. Do you see that right there? It has a little bit of girth on her. All right, you guys have 2 minutes. And while you guys are doing that, I'm going to enter this into FishXLive. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go back to FishXLive. And for anybody who does not have the app, you can go to FishXLive.com, download the app for free. All right, so let's see. We're going to go back to my profile page, and we're going to add this catch into my journal of catches. All right, so we're going to log this in real quick. Let's see how fast I can do it this time. Lake Lanier. All right, it's a spotted bass. Where is it at? Spotted bass. We don't know the weight yet, so I'll just put 10 pounds in there. And the length was 17.5. We won't do the picture yet. We'll go ahead and track the location, so I'll have a general idea of where I need to come back to. The details. Caught this fish on a shaky head on a windy, rocky point. Shallow, period. All right, so you guys saw it dictated the notes in there. The water temp Let's go. The weather is, let me see, partly cloudy. Water clarity is clear. The wind today is kind of up there. I don't know. Would you guys say, I'd say 10 plus miles an hour on the wind today. And then, let's see, what is the other thing? Oh, water temp. Let me put my water temp in here. Water temp is 52.8. So we'll just call that 53. And then we're just going to submit that. So now I have that in here. And you see it's logged it right there at 10 pounds. But as soon as we weigh the fish, then I'll be able to put the weight in there. The scales are now officially closed. All right, so let's get the weight on this fish. Then we can go ahead and complete the entry into FishXLive. Now, Whipstick said, you guys don't want this money. You don't want this money. Were there any DQs? Were there any DQs? All right, so this fish I would say is going to be in the 2 pound range. I don't think it's going to hit a 3. I'm going to go with a 287, guys. I'll go with a 287. No, yeah, I'll stick with it. I'll stick with it. I think I might be a little heavy on it though, but we'll see. No DQs. That's amazing. All right, so we're zeroed out. Oh, wait, hold on. All right, there we go. We're zeroed out, guys. Do we have a drum roll? Okay. It's respectable. Bam, 272. Do we have a 272? Now remember, there's a bonus 25 bucks sitting in the payout for today's Bass for Cash, guys. So not only will you get a nice payout courtesy of SWAT lawn operations, but you'll also get another $25 bonus from J New. Did somebody win? Do we have a winner? Oh my God, Tom Mix. Is he a member of the money team? Did he double his funds? Is Tom Mix a member of the money team? He won at 272. Oh my God. Let's go ahead and finish entering this into FishXLive real quick. Actually, before we do that, let me take a quick picture. Boyan said there's 2 winners. Wait a minute. Now, did anybody read the rules? Do you know how we take care of a tie? In the event of a tie, if one of the people is a member of the money team, then they win. That is the tiebreaker. If you are a member of the money team, being a member of the money team has its privileges. And one of them is that you are a tiebreaker. Number 2, you get 2 guesses per fish. Number 3 is that you get double the payout. So booyah. All right, guys, let's go ahead and take this picture real quick. All right, so we got the picture that we're going to enter in here. Let's go ahead and let this fish go. Bam, just that nice and easy. All right, now we got to pack up because we got to roll. And we got to make sure, was Tom Mix a member of the money team? I think he is, because Tom has been in the chat for a long time. Tom better be a member of the money team. Texas Noob says, sorry, JD, but membership has its privileges. All right, there we go. 272 walks away with the funds today. All right, AC, I need to Cash App $25 over to you, so that can go to Tom Mix. Let's go ahead and turn this off. And I'm going to send that to you right now, AC, so that we can make sure Tom Mix get paid. Oh, but first, let's go ahead and finish this entry into FishXLive first. All right, so let's go back to FishXLive. All right, so see how I had 10 pounds in here for that fish? We need to go back in here and edit that. So we just hit that edit button right there. And I need to come down to the picture. Photos. Bam, there we go. So there's my picture. And we're going to submit that picture right there. And it should show up right there in just a second. There we go. So there is the picture and the entry into FishXLive. So now I know I can come back to this same area because I have the mapping down here. I have the conditions. I have the lake, the weight of the fish. Oh, I need to change the weight. What was the weight of the fish? Was it 272? In the chat, what was the weight of the fish? Was it 272? Edit. Change that from 10 pounds. There we go, 272. That's what I thought. 2.72. And let's go ahead and submit that. So now we have the picture. And now I move down here some. There's my 272 right here. All right, appreciate that, guys. All right, Gregory says, he said no Cash App. Tom Mix, what's your Cash App? Uh-oh, she's still trying to get you paid, sir. All right, let me go ahead and Cash App some funds over to AC. Now, the funds that I'm sending now, they were forwarded to me by one of the members of the channel that wanted to boost the payout for Bass for Cash, guys. $25, and this is for Bass for Cash from J New. All right, AC. All right, AC, I need you to confirm that you received that $25 bonus that came from J New. I see you're still waiting for Tom Mix. So, Tom, we try to make sure people get paid before we end the live stream, but I gotta go. So I see AC is reaching out to you, trying to see if she can get your Cash App so she get those funds to you. All right, AC, she says, received a Cash App from MoneyBass for $25. All right. So how much is Tom Mix actually winning? How much is he winning today on Bass for Cash? Just so people know that Bass for Cash is real, just like the Bendation. All right. Let me see. What was I checking? All right, so we're going to check. Let's just see how many subs do we have over on the Rob Bender's Bass Club page. Can somebody take a look? Tom Mix says, I do have Cash App, trying to figure out how to verify. All right, let's see. Let's go to the Rod Bender's Bass Club. All right, I see it. They're sitting at 37 subs. The Rod Bender's Bass Club, for anybody who wants to know, there it is right there. That's what the logo will look like. You'll see a bunch of us right there in our yellow jerseys. The Rod Bender's Bass Club, all right? 37 subs. We're trying to hit 50 by the end of this week. Donald Brown says, Mike Murphy, Mike Porter, Chicken Hawk, and Perez Fishing. What's going on? We got Cody tuning in. All right, Tom. What I'll do is I'll just stay live until I get back to the ramp. But Tom, hopefully you can get your Cash App over so that we can verify that you receive your funds today. And AC, can you confirm what the payout is for Tom Mix so everybody can see it? Because like I said, Bass for Cash is real. While I fight these waves. Oh my goodness. Man, this wind is brutal. my goodness. You guys see what Whipstick said? Whipstick said they wanted this money. All right, Tom, what I need you to do is send me an email to MoneyBass404@gmail.com. That's MoneyBass 404@gmail.com. Because if you haven't sent your Cash App over in the chat yet, then that means she probably has not paid you. And I generally like to make sure people receive their funds before the live ends, but we have to take off now. So if you email me your Cash App, or you can wait till tomorrow, whichever is better for you. But like I said, I always like to confirm that people receive their funds during the live so that they know, everybody knows that Bass for Cash is real, just like the Bendation. All right. All right. So Tom, if you're in the chat, make sure you send an email. Just email me your Cash App to MoneyBass 404@gmail.com. All right. Phil says he's only going to get $25 because the money badge is going to keep the rest for gas and new tackle. Well, I'm the one who forwarded the $25. That's messed up, Phil. All right, guys. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Want to give a big shout out. Who was the sponsor of today's live stream? Who was the sponsor, guys? Goodness, the name is at the tip of my tongue. Who was the sponsor today? AC says, please email moneybass404@gmail.com. That's right, Tom. Send over your Cash App. All right, guys, who was the sponsor for today? Who sent over that $10 bill? That is right. It was Delta Bass. Big shout out to Delta Bass. Really appreciate that, sir. Big shout out to C. And big shout out to Perez Elite Fishing with the $1 bill coming in. All right, guys, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Make sure you tune back in. It looks like they wanted this money today. It looks like they were tired. The Bass owner says, I missed the money for today. That's right. The payout that goes to Tom is $65, I believe, guys. Being a member of the Money Team, he gets double the payout. So he received, instead of 20, he received 40. And there was a $25 bonus that was on hold for the next winner. So big shout out to Tom Mix, longtime supporter of the channel and a member of the Money Team. Who would have thunk it? All right, guys, we're going to head out and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Make sure you go and check out Battle of the Anglers at FishXLive.com.